Hey guys, welcome back to my channel one more time. My name is Preet and you're watching Info at a Glance, your very own immigration ease. And today, as promised, I'm back with another video in my PNP series, and today we'll be talking about Alberta PNP, the most easiest and the most happening PNP of all time. I'll give you the complete insight of how the Alberta PNP works, what are the do's and don'ts, and the most important, scam alert, because when you watch Info at a Glance, you make your immigration life easy, scam free. You don't have to shed any money to any of the immigration consultant or agent, or waste your money or your lifetime savings to any XYZ person basis any of the fake promises, because I'm going to tell you what this PNP is all about and how exactly you can go about it. But before I talk about Alberta PNP, I want to give you a brief insight of what Alberta is all about. But I mean, in simple layman's language, if I talk about beauty, what's all about beauty, we talk about Alberta. You talk about Canada, you talk about few major cities. Those major cities are Toronto, Vancouver, province like Quebec, and not to forget, most important, Alberta. It's known for its scenic beauties. It's known for its Canadian Rocky Mountains. It's known for its most beautiful locations of all time. I mean, you can't imagine how beautiful it is. I mean, if you have seen Scotland, if you have seen Interlaken in Switzerland, you know what kind of beauty I'm talking about, what kind of landscape I'm talking about, and what kind of place I'm talking about. Alberta is home to Calgary, the most beautiful city, which has an overall population of close to 1.5 million people. It is again a home to Edmonton. Places like Banff, the most beautiful place in the entire country. Places like Canmore. I mean, just imagine if you have a place to live wherein these beautiful scenic locations are just 1.5 or 2 hours of drive away, how beautiful your weekend is going to be, how beautiful your life is going to be staying in a place like Alberta. The only drawback for this province, if I talk about, is the weather conditions. I mean, for Toronto, if I talk about, the average winter duration is 7 months, then in Alberta it's close to 9 months approximately, because the winters here are a little harsh. Winters here are a little difficult for people who are actually staying. But yes, if I talk about opportunities, and if I talk about standard of living, and if I talk about place, it has uncompared value. It has the most beautiful experience of everyone whosoever is staying there. Now, you have seen the videos which I have just shown you. I mean, just an insight of how exactly Alberta is. Now, let's talk about the PNP side of Alberta. Now, I tell you what, the PNP of Alberta is super easy. Why? Because they have made it totally smooth for you. The qualifiers are pretty simple. I mean, the most important part, wherein in Express Entry, if I talk about, you lose points for age every year. For Alberta PNP, there is no age limit. Second, even if you are just 12th pass, you are eligible for it. And the most important thing, for Alberta PNP, there are 3 segments. One is an opportunity stream, which is for people who are already staying in Alberta. Second is the self-employed farmer stream, which is strictly for agriculture. And third, which we are going to discuss today, is the Express Entry stream. Now, to qualify for this particular province, you need 2 things which are most important. One is your Express Entry profile, and the age of your Express Entry profile should not be 9 months and greater. It should be less than 9 months old. Number 1. Second, if you are an international graduate already in Canada, you are eligible. Or if you have an Express Entry profile with a minimum CRS of 300 points, again you are eligible. Now, how exactly the process is for this particular PNP is a simple NOI based system. Now, NOI is nomination of interest. While making your Express Entry profile, when you select Alberta as a province wherein you want to settle, and you show your expression of interest, basis that you get your nomination of interest. When you have that nomination of interest which is coming to you, that is when you get selected for Alberta PNP, and that's when your process actually starts. Now, as we talked about the qualifiers, as in no age limit, 12th passer eligible, Express Entry profile, minimum 300 CRS points. For language proficiency also, they have a cap which is for CLB 7 minimum, which is required. Now, these are the basic qualifiers. There are some additional helps as well, which can actually benefit you in terms of this PNP. Number one, if you have a job offer, luckily. Second, if you have a Canadian degree, not just in Alberta, even if you have a Canadian degree or a diploma in any of the from any of the province in Canada, that gives you an added advantage. And third, if you have an immediate or an extended family member already in Canada. Now, an immediate family member is like your wife or your son or your daughter. An extended family member can be a brother or a sister. Parents also come in immediate family. So these are the basic insights. Now, how does this NOI function works is pretty simple. The moment you have nomination of interest, you have 2 weeks of time to revert back to the Alberta PNP team with your details. And now, what are those details? As in your NOI letter, which you get along with the express entry profile details. You send an email to the Alberta PNP, and the email address is right on your screen. That is when your PNP process starts. I tell you a very good part. I mean, this can be a game changer for most of us. Before October 2020, the Alberta PNP process was paper based. But starting October 2020, due to this entire COVID pandemic situation, the Alberta PNP process is no longer paper based and it's portal based now. And the name of that portal is MADI portal. It's My Alberta Digital ID Portal. Now, when I talk about that portal, how does it work? I mean, when you have sent an email to the PNP team, you get a revert back, and that is when you register on the MADI portal. And on that MADI portal, you submit all the details for your knock and the documentation which they have requested. This documentation is going to be exactly the same documentation which you're going to follow for your express entry as well. So there is no difference. The only thing which you need to take care of is your knock definition, which will be a part of your resume. Now, I mean, definitely if you are selected against a knock, that means you are only selected basis the labor market assessment. Whatever is the requirement, which knock is the requirement, or basis the community requirements as well, what has been raised as a requirement for the province, basis that only you get selected. Now, you get 30 days time to submit your documentation on the MADI portal, and after submitting your details on the MADI portal, you tend to wait for a confirmation from the PNP team. Now, an important thing which you have to take care of over here is to keep your email address same for all communication with the PNP team. The email address should be same on your express entry portal as well, and the email address should be same from which you're doing all sort of communication with the team. Now, post you have uploaded your documentation and you have a confirmation, that is when you actually make a payment for this particular PNP. The amount which you have to pay for this particular PNP is $500, and the wait time, I mean post confirmation and post submitting your documents within those 30 days time period, within 45 days you get your final result from the PNP team. If your profile is selected or rejected, you get complete details. You also get a nomination certificate from the Alberta team on your email and also on your express entry profile, which gives you additional 600 points which were actually holding you earlier in terms of getting your ITA. So earlier you had 300 points, now you have 600 more points, so the total is 900 points or more. That is when you tend to wait for your ITA. After ITA, again the same repeated documentation which you have to submit and follow the basic express entry proceedings, and that is how your PNP process sails. Now, in this entire PNP process and the flow, there is one thing which is very important for you to understand and also take care of when you are talking to any agent on this behalf, that Alberta does not share what knock codes they are inviting. They don't have any trending list. They don't have any trending list that what knock codes they are selecting, what are their requirements, but yes, they do have a list which is not eligible for Alberta PNP. You can see the list right on your screen. These are the knocks which are actually not eligible for Alberta PNP, but yes, apart from this, what knocks are eligible, what knocks are high in demand, what knocks are low in demand, nobody knows that. So here it's a very important scam alert for you. Now, if your agent, I mean, definitely they tell you 100% that, you know what, we can get you a PNP, you just pay this XYZ amount to us and we will get you any PNP you choose. they can't do anything about Alberta, or even for any other province as well. They cannot do anything about it when it comes to a PNP. They can only and only scam your pocket and kill your entire savings by giving you fake promises. So don't fall for that. It's not even necessary for you to take a consultant when it comes to immigration, because the process is so streamlined and easy, and the documentation is so simple that you can do it yourself. Why? Because the entire documentation, the academic background and the professional background and all the documentation is completely in your control. A consultant or an agent cannot add any XYZ value to it. So do take care of that. Now, this was a brief overview and insight of how exactly Alberta PNP works. This happens to be my favorite PNP too, because they are simply outstanding. I mean, the location itself is so appealing that, I mean, whenever I visit any hill station, or whenever I go to any tourist destination, I always feel I wish I could settle here. And Alberta is exactly the way it is. I mean, it's a beautiful destination, it's a beautiful place, and when you get a chance to settle in that particular province, and when you get a chance to settle in that particular place forever, what else can be better than that, right? So do consider that, and when you are exploring your express entry options, keep Alberta open for you. If you can definitely suffer or experience the extreme climate and the weather situations, Alberta is definitely a place for you. This has a lot of opportunities for all the techies, and especially people who are in the energy sector. I mean, it has a lot of natural resources, so yes, the energy sector is quite booming in the entire province, and you have a lot of energy sector opportunities which are actually ongoing and throughout the province, so you can consider that as well. So this was about Alberta, and definitely I'm going to cover the other PNPs as well. This was the third episode on my PNP series, and if you have not watched my Ontario PNP series, you can watch it. The link is in the description box. Also, if you want me to cover any other PNP especially for you, I can do that as well. You can just let me know in the comment section below. And to connect with me, if you have any questions, you can definitely get in touch with me on my Instagram handle. The barcode is right on your screen. It's info@aglance21, or you can also send me an email, which is info@aglance21@gmail.com. The email address is also on your screen. And do consider subscribing to my channel, because believe me, this immigration process is totally and completely in your control, in your hands. And if you have any queries and doubts, you can definitely rely on me and the videos which you're watching, because besides this, there is no rocket science in immigration. So to stay connected with me, you can definitely get in touch with me on my Instagram and on my email, and also definitely on my channel. So do consider subscribing one more time, and do share the video with your peers who are interested in Canada immigration, and I'll be covering the other countries as well. And if you have any feedback for me, please do let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time very shortly with another PNP. See ya.